What's up, guys? So my original intention for today's video was to do kind of like a deep dive into the different loan programs that are out there. But the more I kind of thought about it, the more that I thought it would be a very detailed video that wouldn't even pertain to everyone. So my last video, episode number 2, gives kind of a summary of the most common loan types that you can think about and investigate and talk with your lender about. And the best loan to go with is going to be the one that makes the most sense for you and your situation. So make sure that you work with a trusted loan officer who will have your best interest in mind and not their bottom line. So what are we going to talk about now? Well, our theme is still being prepared. So step 1 was the pre-approval. And now that you guys have your pre-approval in hand, step 2 is you need to find a real estate agent. You could try to do this alone, but you also could try to walk in a dark alley in the middle of the night in a dangerous neighborhood as well. And neither one of those options really sound like a lot of fun in my mind. So let's get a real estate agent, shall we? A real estate agent has a lot of tools that you don't have. And one of the most important tools that you may not even have thought about, especially in these crazy times that we're in right now in crazy markets, is the rapport that they have with other real estate agents. If multiple offers are coming in that look identical, then what could separate a winning offer from a losing offer? Again, pretty identical. Closing dates are around the same, price is about the same, earnest money is about the same. What's going to separate those? Maybe the agent who's selling the house wants to work with the agent who's buying the house. Maybe they've done a transaction in the past and things went really well and they want to work with them again. So that selling agent is going to talk to their seller and be like, hey, you know, all these offers are pretty identical. I think we should go with this one. That's my opinion. Ultimately, it is going to be the seller's choice, but that agent does have that bargaining ability. In a competitive market, like we're seeing right now, you need every advantage that you can get. And that could be a small advantage that sets you over the edge. Now, on the other side, a misconception right now is that sellers could just sell their own house because they're practically selling themselves these days. And part of that is true. The average time on the market is just a few days. And the average sales price is often 5, 10, 15, even more % than what the listing price is. But there's a reason for that. And the big reason is because of real estate agents. They know that the area that they're buying and selling in, which means that they can negotiate those sales prices. They know that the house 2 streets over sold for X amount of dollars. And if you're trying to sell your house on your own, you may not know that. Or you may just hear word from your neighbor that, oh, so-and-so just sold their house for $300,000. Well, that may be what they were thinking about selling it for, but the actual price may have been $275,000. So when they go and sell their house for $300,000 or $325,000 or $350,000 or whatever, they're not getting the complete information that realtors will have. Another reason is, again, what I mentioned before, that rapport that they have with other real estate agents. They know the ones who will work hard and who will work fast to get the deals done. And they can also market your house nationally, which attracts multiple buyers from multiple different walks of life from around everywhere. And it creates those bidding wars that you hear about. If you just decide to sell your house on your own and you put a sign out in your front yard, who are you going to attract? The local people who live in that neighborhood. Occasionally you might get visitors from out of town who happen to drive by or something like that. But that's it. That's all you're going to attract. So yeah, you may get a couple offers. You may have those people trying to look for a deal and trying to lowball you, and you have to fight and haggle with them. Or you can hire a real estate agent who's going to do all of that stuff behind the scenes on your behalf, who's going to market it nationally and bring in those 10, 20, 30 buyers and get you those offers that create the bidding war, versus one or two offers on your plate may not create that bidding. But remember, the same rule applies when you're looking for a realtor as when you're looking for your lender. You want somebody who has your best interest in mind and not the bottom line. I've had to have some tough conversations with my buyers about offering way above asking price. And if it's really the house that they want, is it going to be worth it to get it at this price? Because this is the price it's going to take to get in that house. And if they can't stomach the price, then we need to walk away and find something else. Because at the end of the day, the house that you end up buying is the one that you will be living in and paying for. Not your realtor, not your lender, not even the sellers you bought the place from. They've already had that time in their house. They're done with it. And a good agent will want to make sure that you are happy for many, many years to come. A good agent doesn't just buy or sell houses, they buy and sell homes. And that's the difference that you need to look for when you look for an agent.